Why am I launching the Alchemy of Being now? Is there a reason, or is it just... In the past decade and a bit, since I had to open my mind in order to save my life, I have discovered and learnt a huge amount of things, and I've become quite passionate about the moon. And in learning about the moon, I've learnt a lot about astrology. And there are many, many reasons in the sky right now that tell me that now is the time. It has long been foreseen or foretold in the stars that 2024 to 2026 is going to see an unprecedented amount of change here in humanity. And I'm sure you would agree that we're beginning to feel that. Systems are breaking down. People are beginning to look outside of the mainstream for things that just make a little bit more sense. And that all seems to fit with the aligning of the planets, particularly as we move into the age of Aquarius. And if you couple that with all of the teachings that we've understood about the Mayan calendar and the end of the world, by which they meant the end of a mindset, the end of a way of being, the end of the force over power, the end of materialism and consumerism and greed, and the moving into a time of community, heart-centered, supportive community. And that means now is the time. Dr. Bruce Lipton has, for the last few years, been talking about the 6 mass extinction. Again, not necessarily of the planet, but of the way of life. All of his thinking, all of his teachings show us that if you start from the smallest cell and move through how we have evolved, from single cell amoebas to simple organisms to complex organisms to humans to humanity to globalization, the next step has to be something community based. And all of these things are telling us now is the time, now is the time, now is the time. With that in mind, I was chatting with a wonderful group of women that I have been in a mastermind around the table group with for a number of years. And they said to me, if you could do anything now, what would you do? And I said, if I could do anything right now, I would share everything I've learned so that other people can get to the point where I am faster than I did. That they can realize more about themselves than I know about myself yet. If they could realize more of their potential, more about the choices that they get to make in how they live their lives from a physical, mental, and spiritual point of view, then that would be amazing. And that would be worth all of my challenge and all of my trauma to get to the point where I can make sure other people don't need to get to that crisis point. So if I could do anything, I'd hold that space for them and curate the information to make it easier. And do you know what they said? Do it now. Surprise! So here I am. The Alchemy of Being. The Alchemy of Being platform is phase 1. And it's all about giving you access to that information, to a curated, safe space filled with information. This isn't about keeping it safe. This is me sharing the amazing stuff that's already out there, the modalities that exist, the amazing teachers that are already out there, the books I love, the products I've loved, the insights I've learned, the important things that come when you're making a change, a transformation. So if the planets and ancient civilizations and amazing people like Bruce are all saying this is a significant time of change, then isn't this the best time to be doing this? So I really, really hope that you love the Alchemy of Being. Don't find yourself. Curate yourself.